2,000 years after the departure of Jesus the Christ. The prophets are back to teach the real Jews, the 12 tribes of Israel, their true nationality. This is their campaign.
I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day.
When is the Lord's day? The Sabbath day, read.
And heard behind me a great voice of a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book.
So he said, when you're about to see, write it in the book. Everything, this is what we need to understand. Everything that's written in the Bible is important. Nothing to be left out. So if I'm going to read, if there's color in the Bible, then it's important because it's in there, right? Why would it be in there if it's not important? They don't read it.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks.
So in the midst, hold that up. Hold that side. So it says, in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, that's the menorah. You see the 7 candlesticks, read.
One like unto the Son of Man.
He said he saw one like unto the Son of Man. Who's the Son of Man? Who's the Son of Man? Who do they call the Son of Man? Christ. Read.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So he had a garment that came all the way down to his feet. Read.
And garment down to the foot, and girt above the paps with a golden girdle.
It said he was girt around the paps with a golden girdle. That means the belt, he had a golden belt on. Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. Now, this is one of a few descriptions of Christ in the Bible. So where did they get this from? He said his head, the hair on his head and the hair on his face were white like wool.
It was white like wool.
White
the
like
texture.
wool. Now it says
it's not talking about the texture.
White in color
it's
and
talking
woolly
about
in
the
texture.
color.
Woolly. Now
like
when you look up wool in the Bible,
it's talking about the color, not the texture.
Bruh, you listen. When you look up wool in the Old Webster's Dictionary,
all you need is a third grade reading education to understand that it's talking about the color and not the texture.
Who has woolly hair on
They're talking about texture, they're talking about color in the Bible.
Who has woolly hair on earth?
Honest about this.
Who has woolly hair? What people on earth have woolly hair?
What do you only black people?
We do.
You should go to the Middle East sometime. They got woolly hair.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So white in color and wool in
texture. About the texture. It's talking about the
white
color.
as snow.
As white as snow. It was fully white.
It's talking about
and his
the
eyes
color, not
were
the
as a flame of fire.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire. What does that mean? Does that mean that he shoot laser beams?
It's talking about the color and not the texture. You guys are not telling the truth with that.
Okay, yeah.
You got to accept the correction with that. His hair was white, but it was white like wool.
Go back. Read that. That his hair
so if you ever seen a sheep,
his head and his hairs were white.
That's the kind of white that his hair was. But it's not talking about the texture.
Light. It said light.
You're suggesting that's the case, but you're not talking about the texture.
It said his hair was like wool. So now let's read that.
The definition of light, having the same characteristics or qualities as similar to. Conjunction, in the same way that is.
In the same way. So when it says hair was like wool, it means just the same way as wool. It's the texture.
No. It's talking about the color. Color and texture are not the same thing.
That's what we want from the Oxford Dictionary. Now we're going to read it.
Color and texture is not the same thing.
Oxford edition.
If it's talking about like wool, it's talking about the color. It says white like wool. It's using an adjective to describe the color.
Woolist.
That right there.
Wool.
But neither is that.
Having hair resembling wool. Applied especially to Negroes.
Read that again.
That's right. Wool.
That's right.
Having hair resembling wool. applied especially to Negroes.
That's right.
Woolly hair. I'll read it again. This is out of the Oxford English Compact Dictionary. It says wool, having hair resembling wool, applied especially to Negroes.
That's right.
So this is the Old English. So now there's no
Wait. It says white like wool. You defined what wool was.
So you
white
now
is a
see
color.
what Christ looks like, right?
White
so remember we're
is
talking
a
about the craft
color.
So if that's what the Bible,
It says
keep
it's
reading.
white like wool. It's not talking about
And
texture.
his feet
Okay,
like
you know what the
unto
definition of
fine
wool is, and
brass.
that's
So it says
and
his
everything
feet
and
were like
whatnot,
fine
but
brass.
It says white like
What
wool.
color is brass?
It didn't say his
brown,
hair
right?
was wool.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So if you take brown brass and burn it in a furnace, what color is it going to be? It's going to be dark. It's going to be dark like this brother here. He's got dark-skinned brothers. That's our dark-skinned brother here. My brother, my sister. That's. It says now, burned in a furnace. It's going to be dark.
They're talking about the color of their skin being like bronze, right?
And his voice as of the many waters.
It says his voice as the sound of many waters because he spoke loud. Christ is very authoritative in the way that he spoke. He know that what he was speaking about.
Of a
So
black person.
when they
Don't look at your best friend that's made out of brass. That's brass.
Oh, my brother, that's not what the Bible says. Remember when he taught, why is it that whenever he taught, the Pharisees always yelled, crucify him? They hated when he opened his mouth because he didn't teach like that.
I got a quick question. You guys see that the curses that follow us, right? That we're under a curse, right? I want to ask you a question about the curses.
Why they changed
I want to ask you a question about the curses. You claim we're under a curse, right?
So now we know what the Son
looks
like, so let's see what the Father looks like.
because we don't keep the law, statutes, and
Daniel
commandments,
chapter 7
I want to
and
ask
verse
you a question
9.
about that.
I beheld
What happens
till
if
the
you're not
thrones
under a
were
curse?
cast down.
Christians are not under a curse.
Said he
In
beheld
Galatians
till the
chapter
thrones
3
were
it
cast
says
down.
that
So
Christ
that
has
means he
redeemed
saw
us
to
from
the
the
end of
curse
the
of the
till
law
all the
being
kingdoms
made a
on
curse
earth were
for
taken
us.
down. Right? He
So that
prophesied
means
way
that
into
the
the future.
blessings of
Even past
Abraham
us.
might come
You
on the
understand?
Gentiles
And the
because those
ancient
people
of
believe the
days
Jesus.
did sit.
How
And the
exactly
Ancient of
can you be an
Days?
Israelite
Who's the
because of the
Ancient of
curses if Christians are not under a curse no more?
God, because
Those
he's the
who
Ancient
are
of Days,
under a
because he was
curse
before
are
days.
condemned
Right?
and don't know
he
Jesus
created
Christ
days,
as
so
their
that's why they call him the
Savior.
Ancient of Days.
Or
before
you
days.
guys will call your
Whose garment was white as snow.
His garment was white as snow, meaning he had on fully white
So are you
garment.
under a curse? Because if you are,
And
you're
the
not
hair
saved.
of his
You don't
head
know the Most
like the
High.
pure wool.
Christians
It says
are not
the hair of
under a
his head,
curse. In Galatians
the hair
3
of
it
his
says
head
that
again
we have been
was
redeemed
like
from the curse
the
of the
pure
law.
wool. So what does that
Christ has made a curse for us. For curses is anyone
So
would hang
who
up from
has
a
fully
tree. That the blessings of Abraham might fall on the Gentile.
So who did we just read?
You're not under a curse, and if you're not under a curse, where is your evidence that you're a Hebrew Israelite?
Who are you talking about now?
If you're not under a curse,
Read it again for the top. I know
If you're not under a curse,
so it's hard to listen.
if you're not under a curse, how are you a Hebrew Israelite? You lied to this lady long
chapter 7
enough.
verse
Come
9.
on.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
I know
The
that
Ancient
Daniel
of
told
Days
you guys not to
is
talk
God.
to me and
So what
everything,
does God's
and
hair
it's
look
all
like?
fine and well. But you
Wool.
still got to
Do
answer
they
my
teach that in
question,
the church?
though. The
They say he
Israelites
doesn't have a body. He doesn't look like anything.
and they claim to know the Most High. The Bible says that Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law, that he was made a curse for us.
He has woolly
So
hair.
how
He
am
made
I
man
under
in
a
his
curse?
image.
Prove
He
to me
made
that
us
I'm an
in his
Israelite.
image.
If Christ
So
has
this is the
redeemed me
problem
from
because
the
our
curse of
kids
the
are
law.
not taught that. That's why they grew up with what? A low self-esteem.
Right.
Our kids have a low self-esteem. That's why they come out here like this man here. They come out with a low
Explain to me how I'm
self-esteem.
under a curse
Because they
if Christ has
feel that
redeemed me
everyone's
from the
better than
curse
them.
of
So
the
how
law.
can I be God's chosen people? Everybody's got to be better than me.
I can name at
I'm
least
nothing.
10
God
laws
is
in the
white.
Old Testament
So if
that
God
no
is
kid
white,
keeps.
if God,
One of them is
the
the tithing
creator of
law.
good, is
When
white,
you guys tithe,
then
do
what
you
must I
tithe
be?
money or do you tithe agriculture?
Bad.
You
If
tithe
God,
money.
in
But
their
the Old
churches, they make
Testament
God
says
white
that you
and the
must tithe
devil
with your
black.
sheep
So
and of
our
your
children grow up with a
agriculture,
mindset,
not your money.
subliminally thinking that,
How
you
did
know what,
Abraham tithe?
I'm bad,
How did
if white
Jacob
people
tithe?
are good and I'm bad.
How
That's
did
why we have
Abraham
no
and Jacob
problem
tithe?
destroying our
Do you
community
tithe
because
the same
we
way?
think it's expected
Because
of
if
us.
you don't keep the law.
We already have a low self-esteem. So we're like, well, who cares if I do this, or who cares if I sell drugs or if I kill my brother because I'm black. So they expect it of us. That's what we learn for a child coming up. That's what we learn.
You being black ain't got nothing to do with you being under a curse. How can you be under a curse and know that Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law?
Ox know his owner.
So the ox, now God said the ox is a stubborn animal, a dumb, stubborn animal. It says the ox knows his owner, read.
And the ass his master's
That's why some of you got no beards according to the law. But you don't need to do that.
He knows what
My question is this.
But
If you are under a curse, how do you know Christ? Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the law.
They don't know
He
who
was
they
made a
are,
curse
and they don't know
for
where they
us.
come from.
my people do not consider.
And we don't even consider. That's why we ask people when they walk by, we say, what's your nationality? Oh, I'm black. But black is a color. You're not black. This is black. My boots are black. I've never seen a person this color. I've never seen a person this color. And they say, oh, I'm black, and the other person is white. This is white. I've never seen a person this color before.
So what curses are you under specifically?
Right? So
are you cursed?
Who taught us
in the field?
Who taught us
Are you cursed out of the field? Are you cursed when you come and when you go? I'm not cursed when I come and when I go. None of those curses in Deuteronomy chapter 28
African American, that didn't exist before 1985. Jesse Jackson invented that. He said, well, we're African and we're American, so let's put it together. He created that identity of African American. That didn't exist before 1985. Negro. Negro, what do we learn Negro? Hold that up. Hold that up. You see on the back? What does it say? What does it say right there, my brother? You see right there where it says 1200? Go down. What does it say? Negroes, right? Negroes for sale. That's where we got that title. You know what Negro means? It's a Latin word for black. So whether you call yourself black or Negro, it means the same thing. There's a color. Are you black? No, this is black. You're brown. We as a people are different shades of brown. Right. Just like he said, oh well, I'm black and there's a white man. There's no such thing as a white man. He's different shades of red. From a pink, a light pink to a dark red. So listen, what we're teaching here is our people's nationality. Who are we? 21.
Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
God said to do what?
Gather yourselves together.
Read.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So God said that as a nation not desired, we're to gather together. Who is more undesired than us as a nation? Who? Is the white man undesired? The Asian man more undesired than us? The East Indian man, the Arab man? No. Japanese man, it's us. That's why they push us into ghettos and they want us to live, they push us into communities and say stay there. And they have what's called social boundaries. Meaning when you cross there, they look at you like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Like, it's okay for you to be here, but when you go into like West Orange or certain places, well, what are you doing here? Who told you to be here? Right? So God said that we're to gather together because we are a nation that's not desired. So at the end of the day, that's what the Bible is all about. God said, my people need to gather together. But in order to gather together as a nation, what do you need to know first? You need to have a nationality. How can we be a nation? How can me and you be one nation and we have two different, and if they ask what's your nationality, you say you're black, and I say I'm African American. Yeah. No, give me Amos. We have to come to common grounds before we can now walk together.
Yeah, Amos chapter 3 verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
So that's the problem now. And then a lot of brothers come up and say, well, how come you, why can't you just join with this brother, join with that brother? Because now it says, how can two come together except they be agreed? We have brothers out here that sell drugs. They sell drugs to our people, and you want us to join with them? We don't agree. So if I'm saying, listen, we need to get drugs out of our communities, and he's saying we need more drugs in our community, how can we agree? If I'm saying, listen, we need to promote more marriage in our community, the men need to take a wife, they need to raise their kids, educate their families, and the next brother saying, listen, I don't care, I'm sleeping with whoever, I'm going to sleep with your wife. When you're not home, I want to come in your house and sleep with your wife. How can we join together if we don't agree? I was talking to one of the brothers, he was there earlier, he said, I said, listen, in order for us to come together as a community, I have to be able to trust that now you won't sell drugs to my kids. Because he said, yeah, I sell drugs. I said, well, why would I want to be in a community with you? And how can I trust that you won't sell drugs to my kids? He said, I won't say that. He said, listen, if they want to buy it, I'm going to sell it to them. But we're supposed to be brothers. That's the mindset that we have as a people. One of the main problems that we have as a people, and why we're in this condition that we're in, where we're still in this condition.
Lamentations chapter 4 verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed.
So as for us as a people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, as for us as a people, our eyes have failed with what?
For our vain help
for our vain help. Vain means lies. Vain means lies. Our vain help.
In our watching,
While we were watching,
we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
so we watch for a nation that cannot save us. Who do we think? Who do we expect to save us?
Because if you read on in Matthew 24, he actually mentions what's going to happen.
Exactly. He's not going to. Why would he put us in this condition and then save us from it? That doesn't make any sense. He brought us over here on slave ships, whipped his doctrine into us, destroyed our family structure, told us we weren't allowed to read, sent us back 400 years, and then now you expect him to come and fix it? He's going to come and fix our school system? He's going to come and give us proper health care? He's going to fix our household? No. Look at what we did during the civil rights era. You had Little Rock, right? The Little Rock in Arkansas, right? You know what I'm talking about? When they were busing our kids into their schools, right? Remember that this is the mindset of our people. They said in Little Rock they didn't want our kids in their schools. We already had our own schools. Blacks had to have one school and the whites had to have one school. They didn't want us in their schools. And we were so adamant to send our kids to their schools. Why? Because we thought our kids would get a better education. Freedom riders. But the Board of Education said we don't want your kids in our school. The principal said we don't want your kids in our school. The teachers said we don't want your kids in our school. The parents said we don't want your kids in our school. Even the other children said we don't want your kids in our school. And we sent our kids to their school anyway.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us, subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.